Hello, dear students. Today we will talk about or we will discuss in detail that whether massive digitalization has created loopholes for advancements or not. We will talk about different advantages, different disadvantages, the characteristics of massive digitalization. So quickly moving into the discussion, basically digitalization is all about the involvement of new technologies uh, in different sort of business activities. Specifically, we are talking about the business and financial perspective. So this is the course presentation outline of our today's discussion. First of all, we will talk about what is digitalization, then we will talk about different characteristics, then factors affecting the digitalization, then we will talk about some positive aspects of the digitalization, and then lastly we will conclude our discussion by identifying massive loopholes of massive digitalization that may cause due to massive digitalization. So, what is digitalization? Digitalization is basically the use of digital technologies to change a business model and provide new revenues and value producing opportunities. It is the process of moving to a digital business. According to Gartner 2023, the basically digitalization tells us about whenever we are using more and more technologies in our different sort of business activities, in different sort of accounting, finance, digital marketing, HR, human resource management. Whenever we are using more and more technologies in different sort of business activities or in different sort of personal activities, then this is called digitalization. We see that in our today's era we have we have access to a lot of different types of different sort of technologies. We have mobile phones. We can use multiple types of mobile apps to starting from different types of entertainment, from the information, for business activities, for sporting activities. We can use these technologies for every sort of activity in our day-to-day life. So apart from that, digitalization has a lot of positive impacts on our social lives, on our lives, but it also has a lot of negative impacts of our on our social life, which we need to rethink about these social impacts. Now, quickly moving to some latest statistics, that how the digitalization has have taken over or have been included in our day-to-day social life or day-to-day activities. According to the statistics provided by the global overview, we can say that in according to January 2023 statistics, about 8.01%, 01 billion population is living in different urban areas around the world. And out of that 8.01 billion, the total population of urban areas, out of the total population, 5.44 billion people are using different sorts of mobile phones. It is about 68% of the total population. And out of that, 66.4% of the population is the internet users, and 59.4% are basically the active users, which are composed of 4.76 billion people. And we will if we narrow down what kind of internet use that these people are having, whether they are active on the different types of social media activities, different type of other activities. And by critically reviewing that, about 61.6% of the total female population are using the internet technologies, and 67.2% are the male users or the male population. And what thing that is pinching in my mind, that on average everyone is using 6 hours and 36 minutes, spending about 6 hours and 36 minutes on different types of internet devices or internet technologies. So we can see that 25% of the daytime, 25% of 24 hours, everyone is spending upon different types of internet devices, whether these are mobile phones, whether these are laptops, whether these are different sort of mobile gadgets. And quickly moving further, about 4.76 billion people, currently we have, according to January 2023 statistics, 4.7 billion social media users are currently has registered on the social media, different types of social media. And about 2 hours and 31 minutes, 2.5 hours, everyone is consuming on different social media apps or social media sites. And the most important thing is that social media users, as compared to total internet users, are about 92.3%, and male users are higher as compared to the female users. More than 50% of the population, they are more than 50% of the social media users are male, and about 46% of social media users are female. So these are some characteristics. And when we whenever we are talking about the involvement of different types of digitalization in e-commerce or in business activities, then we can see that there is a clear trend from starting from 2007 and 2008 financial crisis. From that time period, specifically from 2010 to onward, there is a massive increase or hype in different types of e-commerce activities all around the globe in different regions of the world. And if we look at the forecasting figures, we can clearly see till 2026, Asia and in North America and ASEAN countries, they are going to have a very close competition. There is a very close the increase. They have very massive use of e-commerce activities in these regions. Now, quickly moving on to the characteristics of digitalization, according to Martin Hilbert, he has categorized, or he has identified different characteristics of the digitalization. Starting from the digital footprints, we have timeless time. Whenever we are using the different types of digital, or we are using different types of digitalized devices, there is no time bound. Specifically, from when we are talking about the from office activities, if we are using the digital technologies in our office activities, then we can work anywhere and anytime. There is no time limit, there is no place limit. Then it has also decreased, or it has also diminished the distance factor, or the location factor all around the world. Basically, it is we can say that it is the death of distance. Now we are living in a global village, that we can interact anywhere with any person by using our mobile phone anytime. Whether he from around the world, whether he is locating in North America or in Africa or in any country, we can easily have access to have digital meetings. We have different access of different business activities or different types of social activities as well. Then it has also, due to that digitalization, we have very less externalities. We have very less requirements to start the business activities, or to start any sort of social activity. For example, if we take an example of YouTube. In YouTube, if we want to create a new channel, it is very easy to create a new channel. By having a Gmail account, you can easily create a YouTube channel. There is no permission requirements from different authorities of the government. You have very lesser requirements whenever you want. So it has very huge scope for everyone to accelerate their abilities by using different types of social media platform. It happened due to the digitalization. Then we can also achieve scale of economies of scale, because whenever we are using more and more digitalization, the chances of error is less. Now, the owners or businesses are focusing more and more digital technologies. That is also creating, on one side, it has creating and decreasing their cost of production, their administration costs, their their office costs, they are also decreasing. And automatically, once the costs are decreasing, it has also a positive impact on the it has positive impact on the revenues of the business. Then media regions selection, we have lot of options available to promote our businesses, to have more marketing, to have more to perform more financial activities. Just like taking an example of Bitcoins, YouTube, digital marketing, digital financial management, and all these things that is creating the digitalization. uh, this is all about happened due to digitalization. These are some important characteristics of digitalization. Now, when we are talking about the factors that will affect the digitalization, then Shanik, Melinda to 2021 has identified some important factors that may affect the digitalization. The important factors are given. You can easily look at the important factors. Number one is the uncertainties of the pandemic. Due to pandemic, we have learned a lot of things. The businesses, specifically businesses, and the social life has been entirely changed after the COVID-19. Our specifically, we have recently gone through pandemic. It is not yet eliminated, but the effect is decreasing over the time period. The pandemic 2019 has changed our lifestyle entirely different. So because of the digitalization, this is also the important factor that will also affect the way we are living, the way we are dealing with the people, the way we are doing the businesses, the way we are doing the jobs. Due to specifically these sort of uncertainties will also lead to digitalization. Then production of staff, ultimately when we are using more and more digitalization or digital technologies, that will also affect. And although it has a lot of negative impacts, but it will also have a protection of the staff who are digitally connected with each other, who are updated with the latest technologies. Then shift in customer requirements and corporate strategies. These days, a lot of marketing competition is happening all over the world. It is very important for every business to get the timely feedback from the customers, so that they will develop their corporate strategies accordingly. So the organization can achieve more and more quick feedbacks from the customer by using different sort of digital technologies. Then ease of experience and the cost efficiencies. We talk about that previously, that digitalization, they are minimizing the chances of errors. That is also ultimately contributing in the cost efficiencies in their different types of business activities. Then advancement in technologies, and every day we can see that there is a massive change in technologies is happening every day, from day to day. So this is also causing the digitalization to grow day by day. And then we have improved cybersecurity. Although there are a lot of questions later on, we will also talk about that scenario, cybersecurity. But still, as compared to previously, as compared to data loss, as compared to other things, still we have much improved security system of cybersecurity we have. Lastly, the important factors, recovery from COVID setbacks. It is also need of the hour that now businesses and everyone is more conscious about their future activities, future plan of actions. That due to all those persons who have gone through this COVID-19 perspective, they have more and more they have more and more focused towards the digitalization of their business activities. There are some positive aspects of the digitalization, as we discussed earlier in the characteristics section. We have more and more financial impact because the digitalization or IT industry is growing day by day. We have more branding options available. We have more search options available. The searchability of the individuals has been improved. The preservations also has improved over the time period. Then interaction and integration with different peoples, different societies, different markets, it has increased. By sitting in our office room, we can have more and more interaction and integration with everyone living in the society. Just taking an example of this conference, we are all locating in different places all around the globe. but we are interacting with each other. We have very good options available for integration with each other. We can getting different new ideas from different peoples, from different talks, from different research studies, who has explained. So that is why these are the some positive impacts of digitalization. Then disaster recovery, whenever something happened, uncertainties are being happened, or some unavoidable circumstances are being happened, then the chances of recovery is very easy whenever we have digitalized our all the activities. Now lastly, the loopholes of massive digitalization, that is the last part of our today's discussion. In this part we will we will see that apart from a lot of positive things and lot of important benefits that we are getting through digitalization, but still there are a lot of questions that still need to be answered. We the researchers have the duty, or they have the moral and ethical duty to explore these areas, to find out how we can take over these loopholes, or we can how we can cope up with these problems in future, and we can suggest the policy makers to overcome these problems. According to Ralph, 2022, he has identified different loopholes, these different common loopholes, to be that still need to be addressed. First of all, data security and privacy. Data security and privacy is one of the biggest question mark that still needs to be addressed. Data security, for example, we have seen many news on in the newspapers or in the social media that the data has been stolen, the data privacy has been questioned, or data has been sold out to some other firms. The people are feeling insecure about their data whenever they are using more and more digital technologies. So we have concern, we have some ethical concerns, some professional concerns over that needs to be addressed. Then cyber crimes and destructive warfare. Cyber crimes, like we have also it has also came in our mind that the third generation war, or we can sorry, the destructive warfare, fifth generation war. The fifth generation war is basically all about the the war on the technologies, the war on the social media, or we can say that it is basically the cold war, different between different economies, different countries, different peoples, living in the same society, living in the different societies. So cyber crimes are increasing over the time period. The people are facing more and more insecurity about these cyber crimes. We have also faced, we are also many crimes are being reported, banking related crimes, social harassment related crimes, and destructive misinformation and the fake information is floating everywhere. That is why the people are feeling insecure while using these technologies. Although the number of people using the digital technologies has been increased over the time period, but they are feeling insecure while using these securities. Personal privacy is also being affected by using these digitalization, due to this massive digitalization. That's then also the social isolation and low self-esteem. Social isolation, people are going to such social isolation by having more and more addiction of these massive digitalization. Everyone is the social life of the people is decreasing day by day. Everyone is looking at their office or at their bedroom or at their drawing room, and they are all the time they are using the mobile phones or the laptop or the tablets or the iPads, but they have very less interaction with people, with the other people. Even within the family we are facing that problem. So that is also leading to antisocial behavior among the people. The people are becoming more and more rigid, the people are becoming more and more less social, because of more and more digitalization, because people are spending more and more time on the social media or on the different types of digital technologies. They are spending very less time with the humans. So it is basically it is the opposite of the nature law of nature, that we have to spend some time with the humans, with the nature, to have some positive or strong mental abilities. We have job losses, we have economic instabilities due to massive digitalization. Because technologies are taking over the humans, because they are errorless, they have more efficient, they are more efficient, they are less costly as compared to humans. So every businesses, the businesses are removing the humans to, and they are replacing humans with the digital technologies. That is creating an economic imbalance in the society. The more and more people are educating, but they are less, they have very less employment opportunities, and that is creating the economic instability in every country or in any economy. Then we have technological addictions and difficult understandability. Due to more and more technological and addictions, the people feel that they have the correct answer or they have the correct information, and they are always insisting that they have the right information, the other persons are not, they don't have any right information. So that is also creating an understandability issues among the people or among the society. Then it has also increased the cost of living as well. On one side, technologies has lot of positive things, but because whenever we are going for the digitalization, we have to cope up with different source of digital gadgets. These digital gadgets are expensing our cost of living. They are increasing the cost of living. For example, if we have mobile phone with 3G technology or 4G technology, we have to use the different types of data packages. We always need Wi-Fi, we always need data packages, we always need new and new latest updated mobile devices or laptop devices to cope up with the to be in the race of this massive digitalization that is increasing the cost of living as well. Then the loss of traditional lifestyle. When we talk about 20 or 30 years back, when we go to 20 or 30 years back, we can see that the people has the lifestyle of the people were totally different. Everyone has proper interaction with their family members on daily basis, with their friends, with their family members, with their colleagues. They have proper, they share their social problems, they share their financial problems, so that they can get some experienced advices from their peers, from their colleagues. But now whenever we are we see that whenever we have a problem, we directly we go to we open a mobile application, we just Google it. That is killing the traditional lifestyle of the humans. We are getting advices from the Google, we are getting advices from these technologies. That is damaging our mental ability, that is damaging our educational standards. Now people, they don't focus on their sixth sense, or they don't focus on their mental abilities. They always focus on different digital devices, different social media devices, or different other browsing options. Whenever they have a question, you just Google it and find out the solution. Irrespective if that solution is correct or not, they believe that it is correct. So that is also creating an intergenerational conflicts. The conflicts between younger people and the aged people are increasing because of this digitalization gap between these two generations. And automatically it is creating a lot of because we have very less social activities, we have very less outdoor activities. That is creating the environmental problems as well. The environments of the countries are damaging. We have more and more automobiles, we have more and more different, so we have addicted ourselves due to massive digitalization devices. That is creating our social activities, our environmental activities. That is creating a lot of depression issues among the people. The people are facing more and more stressful life, the people are facing more and more stressful life these days, because of very less social activities. So these are the things that being the social scientists we have to think about. we have to address all these problems that although digitalization has created our life very easy, but on the other side it is damaging our lifestyles, our social activities, our social behaviors, our lifestyle, our traditions, everything is being damaged. Being the social scientist, if we are from the marketing side, if we are from the finance side, whether we are from the HR side, we have to relate these things. We still need to address all these problems in our future studies so that we can give a very clear policy makings or policies how to cope up with these problems. Thank you so much. This is all about our today's discussion. I hope you people have enjoyed this lecture. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.